Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anastasia. On this channel I talk about investing and especially investing for beginners. Before we start, I would like to quickly warn you that there are some scammers on YouTube who use my name and my profile photo. It really surprised me because I didn't think it would happen now when my channel is still so small, but I saw some comments under my videos that I didn't put there, and in these comments there are some phone numbers or I don't know, some strange things. I don't know why they're doing that, but I just want to tell you that it's definitely not me, so be careful. If I answer to your comment, you will see that my name is highlighted. It will look like this. If that's not the case, that's not me, even if you see the same name as mine and even if the profile picture is exactly the same. Okay, so now let's start with today's video, and we will be talking about the ways to save money. Because usually we talk about investing, and of course it's great if you have some spare cash that you don't know how to use, so you want to learn how to invest this cash. But what can you do if you don't have the spare cash? And there are a lot of people who like the idea of investing, but they are big spenders and they don't have any spare cash, and it doesn't really depend on how much money they get. So in today's video I would like to share with you some ways of how to start saving money to be able to invest this money in the future. I will share with you 2 ways that were created by the experts of the market, and at the end of the video I will share with you the method that I was using myself. So how much money do you need to save before you can invest any? Usually experts say that you need a safety pillow, a financial safety pillow that would cover you for about 3 months at least. Usually it's 3 to 6 months. You will need this spare cash that you have to save and put it in your bank or under your pillow, wherever you want to. And in case something happens, something unpredictable and unexpected, for example, you lose your job or the market crashes, hopefully that will never happen, but it will, and it's just a matter of time, then this financial safety pillow will be your cover for those months. And generally speaking, it's not recommended to start investing before you have this financial safety pillow saved. So let's start with the method number 1. If you use this method, it will allow you to save up to £5,580 in 1 year. This method is based on the task that was completed by Friedrich Gauss. He was asked by his teacher to add up all numbers from 1 to 100, and just within seconds he answered that the total sum will be 5050. So if we take this task and this number as a base for our own theory, and we add up all numbers from 1 to 30, the result will be 465. So if we start saving every month on the first day of the month, and on the first of each month we put away £1, and then on the second day we put away £2, then on the third day £3, and so on till the end of the month, then at the end of the month we will get £465 saved. Of course, it might be a little bit difficult to put aside £30 on the 30th day of each month, because by the end of the month the majority of us don't have as much money as at the beginning of the month when we were just paid. So I think it would be much better to use it in a different order. On the first day of the month you put aside £30, on the second day of the month you put away £29, on the third day of the month £28, and so on. And this way, by the end of the month, when you don't have that much spare money left, you will have to put away only £1. If you do it every single month, then by the end of the year you will get £5,580 left. Of course, you can adapt this method to your own financial situation. You know it better than me. If you think that you cannot afford to put aside £30 on the first day of the month, you can halve this sum. So that means that on the first day of the month you will have to put aside £15, and then on the last day of the month you would have to put aside only 50p. And when it comes to saving, it is very important to have a habit of saving money and to be disciplined. So without any exceptions, whatever happens in your life, you still follow this rule of putting aside a certain sum of money each single day of the month. So for now, let's just remember this sum, £5,580, because at the end of the video I will also show you how much this sum will grow if you also invest regularly every single month this money that you save. Now, speaking about the second method, it comes from saving money on your takeaway coffees. This is the habit that so many people have. Many of us drink our morning coffee at home, but also a lot of people, especially those who work from the offices, they like takeaway coffees. So some people, a group of enthusiasts, decided to calculate how much money we could save if we refused from our morning coffee routine. The price of the takeaway coffee depends on the place where you live and also the chain that you are using, but the average price of a regular latte last year in the UK was £2.72, which comes up to £1,007 a year if you wanted to stop drinking coffee every single day. Of course, you don't have to do it and stop drinking coffee at all, but even if you drop one coffee a week, that will sum up to £104, and on top of that, you can just find an alternative. You don't have to take a takeaway coffee, you can make coffee at home, you can find a cheaper coffee shop. There are so many ways to save money without limiting yourself too much. And the things that you may save your money on are very individual for each one of us. For example, in my instance, I never had a habit of buying a takeaway coffee because I just don't like coffee that much. Of course, I can drink coffee from time to time, but if I stop doing that, I will save nowhere near £1,000 a year. So what you have to do is to think about something that you spend too much money on and decide for yourself whether it's something that you definitely need or it's something that you can cut on completely or just partly, and to use this saved cash to invest into something that will bring you more money in the future. But for our educational and entertainment purposes only, let's assume that you are a big coffee drinker and you drink one regular latte every single morning. So at the end of the year, you can save £1,007. Then let's assume that you invest this £1,007 every year into the S&P 500 fund on Vanguard, for example. And if you are not registered on Vanguard, there is a whole playlist on my channel about this platform, which is great for beginners, so I definitely recommend you to watch it. You can click this button here, or I will also add all the links to the videos in the description box below this video. But over the years, the average return rate on that index is 7% per year. And then if we use the compound interest, there is a special calculator online that we can use that will tell you how much money we can save if we do it for 10 years in a row. So if you want to check these calculations for your own situation, you just have to Google the compound interest calculator on Google and you will see a lot of results. I'm just using one of them, the first one that came up on my page. So we said that originally we invest £1,007 and the interest rate of 7% per year. This is the average interest rate that you get if you invest into S&P 500 fund, which you can do on Vanguard UK. The ticker of this fund there is VUSA. And you keep this money there for 5 years, and every year we put the same amount of money. And then by the end of this 5-year period, you will end up with £7,203 in your Vanguard account. So you will earn an interest of £1,161. That's of course in case you decide not to withdraw any money at all within these 5 years. Actually, the coolest thing about the compound interest is how it adds up the longer you keep your money in it. So now let's use the same calculations for our first method, where we were putting aside a certain amount of money every single day of the month from 1 to 30, and our total sum for a year was 5,580. But what would happen if we were investing our £465 saved every month into this S&P 500 fund? So our initial investment would be £465. Our yearly interest rate would stay the same, it would be 7%, and then we would keep it there for 5 years. Compound interval we would also leave as yearly, and then we would make a regular deposit of £465 every single month. And so at the end of our 5-year term, you would end up with £33,758, where the total interest earned would be £5,393. You can also look at the projection breakdown, where you can visually see how much money you would have invested every single year and how your compound interest would add on to your initial sum that would bring you such good results by the end of the term. Now, as promised, I will also tell you the methods that I use for myself. I never had a problem with saving money, but when it comes to saving, I think the main thing about saving is just the discipline. So it doesn't matter if you decide to use any of these methods or not, you just have to decide for yourself how much money you realistically can put aside to still have a comfortable life for yourself right now. And I'm sure that each one of us can find some things that they can save the money on. It can be absolutely anything. Just go to a cheaper supermarket. Don't buy a pair of new fitness leggings. Sell something that you have in the house but you don't use anymore. There are so many opportunities nowadays. Anyway, I hope you will try to use one of the methods that I mentioned in this video. If you know any other methods that you used and that worked for you, please share them with us in the comments below this video. And for today, that's all from my side. Thank you very much guys for watching this video, and bye bye.